I was asked to clear up a few things from my last explanatory video about this instrument, the Sampolin, which plays samples.
This was thou finest hour.
When it's bowed. So how this works is there is a microcontroller inside this this device, an open source microcontroller called an Arduino. And what the Arduino is going to do is it will measure the resistance from this thread. This thread conducts electricity, but it has a certain measurable amount of resistance. And there's a lot of resistance when I have the bow up by the frog, and only a very little bit of resistance when I'm up by the tip. And so it can measure continuously from frog to tip. Now what the computer then does to make the sound is it has an audio sample, and there are different audio samples that I trigger by pressing different buttons on the fingerboard while I bow. So you can see the buttons on the fingerboard. And if I press this top button, the lowest button, if it were a violin, the lowest part of the string,
This was thou finest hour.
it's that recording of Winston Churchill saying that this was their finest hour. Now, how the computer interprets the data from the bow is that it's playing along at whatever samples it's getting through are mapped kind of continuously along this bow. So the beginning of the sample starts here at the frog and it ends here at the tip. So what I'm actually doing is scrubbing through the audio, if you're familiar with an audio scrubber. What's weird about this
This was thou finest hour.
and the thing that screwed me up a lot doing both the coding and the wiring of this device is that the thing that's actually moving, this part, is the thing that represents the sample, and the scrubber is actually the stationary part. So it's like I'm moving the paper instead of the pencil. So if that makes sense, if you think of the string here that I'm playing, this wire that's the E string that's connected to the microcontroller as well, if you think of that as the actual scrubber, and then this bow not as the scrubber but as the sample itself, that will, I think, help you understand what's going on here. That's why if I start in the middle,
Thou finest hour.
I can hear just their finest hour.
This hour. Thou finest hour. Thou finest hour.
And if I do an up bow, you'll hear it backwards. The same way you would hear the sample backwards if you scrubbed through the sample in Pro Tools or another audio editor from right to left. And you can also get it to sound really low and grumbly by playing really slowly, so it's just like scrubbing through the audio very slowly. Or you can get it to sound high and chipmunky by bowing really quickly.
This was thou finest hour. This was thou finest hour.
So hopefully that clears up some things from my last video. If you have any more questions, send me an email or leave a comment. Thanks.